Hello internet. 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 Hello Sam, and welcome back to After Campfire. I am sorry that I'm late. This is Saturday when I'm recording this. I started trying to record this on Thursday, but this has been the hardest After Campfire ever to make because politics are ruining everything. It's all the government's fault. How dare politics happen when it's my turn to make an episode? Like, 2 weeks ago, I wanted to make an episode talking about the cool things that happened the week before, like with video games. Next week, Pokemon's coming out. Instead, I have to talk about the election. Woo! So, I'm gonna try to stick on some points so I don't take too long, because I'm pretty sure I've already recorded more than an hour of footage for this episode, and I failed every time to do something that I was okay with putting on the internet because I didn't want to offend people or like not represent the seriousness of what has happened properly. So let's talk about stuff. Okay, this doesn't matter because I was gonna do a bit that happened on Thursday and now I can't because I'm wearing different clothing. I was gonna wear, don't worry about it, I'll explain later. Responding to Sam. Sam, your question to me and my last time about losing an arm, I thought it was silly. Your explanation made it sound really not silly. And it was just about risk management and what do you do when you might possibly have a horrible thing happen to you, like losing an arm or losing nerve in an arm or a leg because you're training to do something dangerous. Because yeah, there are very dangerous things that sometimes we have to face in our lives, risks that we have to take. Such as you training and dealing with dangerous dogs. Even me being a catcher on the trapeze. I'm not in safety lines when I'm up there. I mean, I'm well trained, so I'm probably not going to get hurt, but it's possible. I am hanging like 20 feet in the air, swinging around without any safety lines. Yeah. Okay, so my question to Sam, I'm trying to go fast, was what do you like to cook? And my last episode, I was cooking the curry that I like making a lot. I also can make some like kind of fancy mac and cheese and other things. I don't know. Like Sam said, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking and kind of bland with what I care about eating. So I just like to make something that's quick and easy usually. Slow cooker though, maybe I'll look into that. So, Diary of How to Adult. Weird week. Work's been fine. Family stuff has been weird. This has been weird. Yeah. Don't know what else to say. Care packages. Sam, your question challenge to me, whatever you want to call it, was to beat your record on this. Speaking of which, your record got deleted on the way over because I guess the packaging shook too much or something. But I just wanted to talk about how it was hard for me not to be at camp this summer. But I did get the pleasure of sending some of my very close friends, people I love and care about, gifts. And I'm glad you like this. I've heard back from some of the other people I got gifts from and gave gifts to. They like them. And that's good because I'm glad the people that I care about got things that they were amused by and enjoyed because that's all I wanted to accomplish. But yeah, speaking of which, I did beat your high score, but so, if you didn't realize, it's supposed to say your high score before it started. I beat your high score, and in one of the like 30 times I've tried to beat this Bop It, 30 times I recorded this episode, I threw this and lost the record again. But I got a 93, which beats your 90. I was gonna try to get 100, but I didn't care enough this week. I'm gonna attempt one. Oh, there we go.
Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Oh, too fast
That was
for you.
bad.
Score 2. Pull it. Yeah. Hello. Score 23.
I'm ashamed of myself right now.
Hello. Score 6.
This is annoying. Hey.
I regret everything.
Hello.
Hey, do you find it hard to watch the news and see your country fall apart? Why watch the news when you can play with a Bop It? Bop It. It's fun. At least that's what I was told as a child when I was forced to play it for hours and hours to beat the high score of others. Such as Sam's high score of 90. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get this on video.
Solo. I score 93.
Video. Okay. Hopefully I just proved that I did get 93 in that little snippet, but... Drum roll, please. If you have not found out who won the election yet, and you have like recorded it on your TV or something, and you don't want to be spoiled, time to click away, because it's time for me to tell you who won the presidency of America in 2016. Drum roll. The president of America for the next 40 years is Donald Trump. This caught most people in America off guard. People who supported both Hillary and Trump, because almost every prediction expected him to lose. But that was kind of true for the entire election. No one expected him to win the Republican seat. No one expected him to win, and now he has. So I'm going to have a little change of clothing. I'm Captain America in a tie. I feel like that's something that helps you be serious when talking about government and stuff. The other thing I was talking about wearing before was I wore a Chase Award in the tie the first time because I wanted to exemplify honor and respect and charity and excellence and grace. But I think Captain America with a tie works too. So yes, Trump has won. He won fair and square by the American election rules and guidelines, which I know a lot of people are going to hate because he won by electoral votes, but he did not win the popular vote by about... Actually, I know it keeps changing, but honestly, in the percentage of the like 110 million votes that were counted, he won, and Hillary didn't beat him in the popular vote by that much. And so I'm going to talk about the Electoral College for a little bit. The Electoral College was created to ensure that states had more equal power independent of their population. Because in the beginning of our state and the United States, when there was only 13 colonies, there were a few states, I believe they were in the South, that had smaller populations. And they didn't want to be controlled by the states in the North. Because back then, it was the United States. These were 13 individual nations, essentially, uniting to become one united country so that they can work together. But it's not fair if the states with higher populations got to control the ones with lower populations. So that is why it exists. And that's understandable. But nowadays, it's kind of breaking down. Because we've now had 4 elections where the winner of the Electoral College has not been the winner of the popular vote. And the primary reason behind this is that the people who live in more populated states usually live in urban environments, like New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, where most of the population, or where I am, Seattle, I think it's in the top 10 of most populated cities, San Francisco. These states have more population than states like Wyoming because they have bigger cities, and denser cities usually lead to more liberal views, and that is what's screwing up the popular versus electoral votes. We aren't distributed as evenly as we used to be, and that's just because increasing urbanization. So, what do? This problem's only going to get worse, and I expect this is going to happen probably in the next election or another time within the next 20 years. So I think the Electoral College needs an update, but not necessarily to be removed. Because removing the Electoral College is going to destroy the middle of America's control in the vote, which is why they won. Because they have some more power than states like California and New York, who have so much more population. California has like more population than like the bottom 20 states or something. I don't know exactly. Maybe it's like 15 states. California's population is like 40 million. It's ridiculous. So the worst part about the Electoral College is that states vote as a unit. California, all of its like 50 whatever electoral votes. If go to one candidate if even 51% of their votes go to one candidate. So if you're in California and you vote Republican, or if you're Texas and vote Democrat, you feel like your vote is meaningless because your vote will not be represented by your state, because your state's almost definitely going to go the other way. What needs to be changed if we don't get rid of the Electoral College, which I would be fine with, is we need to make it so that the electoral votes of each individual state are proportional to the actual popular votes that came from that state. If one candidate gets 60% of the vote in California, they should get about 60%, maybe a little bit more, and the rest should go to the other candidates who got the other votes. This way, the weighting system would still help out the smaller states, and the population will be more accurately followed. But to be fair, this is a band-aid. This is not the end solution to the problem with the Electoral College, because urbanization and lots of other stuff. I hope this was an acceptable end of the episode. I'm sure I'm going to edit some funny things into this, but Sam, who is someone you respect, here's your question, from who voted for the other side than you did if you voted, or who you would have voted for? I know I have a few people that I really respect who voted for the candidate I didn't want to win, and I have people that I don't like who voted for the one that I did. I want you to tell me about someone you like who voted for the other person, someone you really respect. Goodbye, America.